There's a certain role in information technology that I would recommend you do not want to work in, or if you work in this role, really just use it as a stepping stone to start your IT career. Hi, my name is Christoph Puetz. I'm your IT career guide. And in this video, I go into the details of this specific role, or actually maybe roles, to provide you with an insight of why do you not want to really stay in these roles, or if you can avoid them altogether, it makes your life easier. So the role I'm talking about is the level 1 technician or customer service rep. These are usually the individuals that sit in a call center and answer the phones when customers call in or users call in with technical problems. So you are the first line of defense, and you get all the anger and frustration that your users, your end users, your customers potentially have. So it's a very stressful job, and depending on the setup where you are, which company you work for, there's a lot of pressure that you can solve problems in a certain amount of time, and if you cannot solve them, you have to pass it on to the next level. And there's one of the challenges here. So if you are limited to really working with the user, let's say for 5 to 10 minutes, and if you cannot solve the problem, you have to pass it on to the next level of support. Your room to grow is limited. What this role really does is it adds a station on your resume and shows that you worked in IT. So that's really where these roles come in helpful as a stepping stone. But from an actual work perspective, this is the worst role that you want to have in information technology. So another reason why this role is really bad is because often you have to work with specific SLAs, service level agreements, meaning you have to answer a call within a certain number of seconds, you have to find the resolution for the problem within a certain number of minutes, and then you have to close a case or pass it on, as I mentioned already. So this is a high pressure environment where if you don't meet your numbers, it could affect your pay, or it could actually lead for you to being walked out of the building because you're not performing to the expectations of the company. So just be aware, the pressure in these roles can be immense. The same thing goes back to what I said earlier. If you cannot solve the problem, you have to pass it on. And the reason is that they don't really want you to troubleshoot a problem. They give you a script of questions and potential answers. And that's where you try to narrow down the problem, and potentially you can solve it. But in many cases, really, the goal is not for you to solve the problem if it's more complex. It's really identifying, can you solve the problem by going through certain scripts? And these scripts can really come in a way like, let's say the end user has already rebooted their device, but your script doesn't give you the room to bypass that step. So you have to go through these questions. It's like, okay, please reboot your computer. And your user says, well, I already rebooted the computer twice. Well, let's do it one more time. Maybe it fixes the problem. So you get the idea. It's not really helpful to the user. It doesn't help you to grow really in information technology and to build up knowledge. So these scripts can be very limiting, and I think they lead to frustration and stress on your side as well. So, and with this territory of what I just described, there's very little recognition that you get for your work that you do. There's not really somebody coming along and clapping you on the shoulder and say, you did a really fantastic job today. So that is very limited in this area. So really the rewards that you're getting from this job, well, there are not that many. And in that regards, really stay away from this role if you can. The last item I want to mention here is really that the pay for these roles has not changed over the last 10-15 years, or at least not changed significantly. You're still in that range, usually between $10 and $17 per hour. It depends on the companies, and they really don't want to pay more because they know that you will move on. And there's always the next generation of people coming into these roles. People are using it to start their career in information technology. So really just be aware of what these roles are, and if you can avoid it, I would highly recommend you do not take this role on and you try to bypass it completely. So there you have it. Here, in my opinion, it's really the worst role in information technology that you can have. The only benefit it has, once you put it on your resume, you have IT experience and you can move up the ladder into your next role, be it more computer technician, advanced, senior, support technician, whatever, or you move into systems administration or any other role in information technology. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so as well. And then I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.